small, invisible enemy appeared. At first, it seemed like just a few people were sick, almost like a common flu, but as days passed, the picture changed. The virus spread endlessly. People coughed, burned with fever, and struggled to breathe. Hospitals began to overflow. Doctors tried to understand the situation, but each day, more and more people were infected. Soon, the virus crossed borders. It travelled from one country to another, and finally, the World Health Organization declared a pandemic, a global outbreak. From that moment, life changed for everyone. Cities went silent, streets became empty, schools closed, workplaces shut down. All around the world, life stopped. People stayed inside their homes. They waved to each other from windows. Voices were heard only from balconies. Masks became part of daily life. Bottles of sanitizer never left our hands. Social distance became a rule for survival. We stayed away from loved ones. We couldn't hug our parents. We couldn't sit with our friends. Holidays, birthdays, celebrations, all happened through a screen. Millions of people around the world were touched by this invisible enemy. Many lost their lives. Hospitals struggled under the weight of patients. Health workers worked day and night. They stayed away from their families, but they never gave up, saving others. They were the true heroes of this time. But it wasn't only bodies that suffered. Souls were tired too. Fear, anxiety, and loneliness entered all our lives. News reports spoke of new losses every day. People struggled to find hope for tomorrow. But humanity always seeks hope. Scientists worked tirelessly and vaccines were developed. The first doses were given. It was a turning point for humanity. With vaccines came hope. Life slowly returned. Streets filled with people again. But nothing was the same, because we all learned how fragile life truly is. Corona taught us many lessons. The value of our loved ones, the power of solidarity, the importance of science, and the gift of freedom. To walk outside, to sit in a cafe, to hug the people we love. All of these were blessings we once took for granted. Corona was not only a virus, it was also a lesson, a quiet warning left to humanity. When we look back today, we don't just remember fear, we also remember hope, strength, and resilience. The days of Corona passed like a silent storm, but their traces will stay with us for years, silent but never forgotten.